I'm not going to clap my hands. Everybody wants to clap their hands when they do these videos. I'm not doing it. But what I want to do is I want to take a moment or two to just express my interest in seeing all of you get back to the things that you love to do. And there's been this hiatus, and I understand that probably many of you have been taking the time to get some training done simply because you're not working. You're not going to work and or working from home, which allows you the freedom to go out and do some running and what have you. Limited to some capacities. You can't even buy fitness equipment these days because it's all just gone. Talked to my friend at Concept 2. Their manufacturing stopped because they've just got shut down. And they don't have any product to sell anybody. So there goes the Concept 2 line altogether. No more rower, no more skier, no more bike. And I know a lot of people were depending on that, especially with High Rocks coming up. But so here's what I'm getting at. Next month, June 12th through the 14th, I'm going to be hosting another one of my super clinics. I get it. Your friend calls you up, says, hey, let's go hit this race. You've done that race before. You've raced before. You know the camaraderie is great. You're having a great time with your friends. And it's easy to wrap your head around whatever expenses associated with getting into that circumstance. Let me tell you something that's a little harder to wrap your head around unless you've been here. Over the course of 3 days, we begin by measuring your metabolism, both resting and active. What does that mean to you? Your resting metabolism indicates how many calories your body requires if you don't do a thing. Where is that energy coming from? Very clearly, we could show you up on the big screen here what that means. Are you burning fat effectively? How much sugar is it taking to feed your body? And then from that, you could decide how you should start to approach your training and your feeding. How many calories do you need? Where should they come from? It's a good bit of information. Most people poo-poo it. They say, yeah, you know, I'm pretty lean. Look at me. I look great. They don't realize that burning muscle is an insidious disaster when your metabolism is off. And it just sneaks up on you. You can't point to the problem. You have lethargy. You have issues with the way you're performing. You don't think about your food. You don't think about the fact that your body's been in gluconeogenesis, you're catabolizing muscle, and that's not what you want to do. Getting that information is powerful, and those that have done it, those that have been here before, know this because through the adjustments we help them make, they started to see the results they're hoping for. The next stop is doing gait evaluation. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that can help you with this type of thing. I've been doing this for a really, really long time. I've had great success with the people I've worked with, and I've learned so much. As a matter of fact, every time I do this, I learn something new. And I can assure you that I get you up on my really cool treadmill, and we get some video on you. We throw it up on the big screen, and we start to learn from the mistakes you're making, not only just for you, but the people watching are seeing, wow, yeah, I do that too. Or, you know, they're learning from the camaraderie and the circumstance in this small group setting where we can really get together, hone in on the details, and start making corrections. And we make the corrections. People come out of here, and I have video to prove it, where they are running like a deer, where before that wasn't the case. Then we want to find out what does it cost to do what you do. Get you on the treadmill, do a VO2 max, and we'll find out what heart rate begins this shift from one energy system to the next. Very important bit of information for your training. With that, I gotta tell you, and I don't want to sound like an infomercial, but I gotta. I've been doing this for 25 years or more. I can't even tell you how many people I've tested, all fashion of athletes. And I have a very strong sense of how you should approach your training based on the information we gather from you. Within a matter of 15 minutes, if I don't know you, I will know you. And I will show you what you're doing that's causing your metabolism to either be better, be worse, or what you should do moving forward based on the type of competitions you intend to participate in. And incidentally, this is applicable to all fashions of competition. High rocks is a big deal. I'm very excited about that coming about. This information is powerful information for that type of competition as well. Then we're going to take you into the Gulch. We call it the Gulch of the Gods. It's a cool place to train. We're going to get out there and move you on trail. We're going to get you up and down hills. We're going to expose you to some challenges. And basically we're going to have a really good time learning how to move more efficiently, learning how to mitigate the potential for these injuries that you've been struggling with. Not to mention, when we get back after lunch, we're going to start setting down all of the details that I've learned about dealing with these injuries that you're facing. Now, I'm not a physical therapist, don't purport to be, but I can tell you I've been certified in all facets of flossing, blading, instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization, cupping, and I'm going to teach you what you can do for yourself when these problems arise. Now, mind you, they're Band-Aids. You don't want to have to go to the hole. You don't want to have to keep coming back and repairing yourself. But in the event that you run into a little bit of episodes, I'm going to show you how to contend with it. That's really powerful stuff. And I know that over the last 10 years that I've been doing this, people really appreciate that information. After we've got all through that, we've done the gait analysis, we've done the metabolic assessments, we've gone through the injury prevention repertoire we put out, we're going to go into the Santa Monica Mountains and do a trail run. It's beautiful there this time of year. And it's going to be nice and warm. You're going to get a great run in. And then after that, I'm going to introduce you to the sand dunes. And if you've seen any of the videos that we've put out before, the sand dunes are monstrous. I mean, we put on some challenges on these dunes that you'll not soon forget. It's a lot of fun, it's a lot of work, and it's just a lot of fun getting together and doing this stuff with your friends. After that, we're going to get you a little dip in the ocean, cool you off a little bit, and then we're going to do what I call sugar cookie training. We're going to get some body weight specific training on the beach. We're going to end it up with a tug of war, and this is all going to happen over 3 days. The amount of money I charge for the information I'm going to provide you with, and basically the fun you're going to have over this weekend, I don't know what else to tell you. It's good stuff. And because of the circumstances that prevail with this coronavirus, I promise you it's going to be much less expensive to get into a hotel. It's going to be much less expensive to travel. I can tell you that gas alone in California has never been this low as far as I've lived here, and I've been here 30 years. So it's going to be less expensive to participate. It's going to be a hoot. And if you're not there, I'm sorry. You cannot win if you run like shit.